Just yesterday, Pastor Tunde Bakare had the State of the Nation broadcast, and which he actually enumerated part of the failures this administration has achieved. And he really spoke a lot. He spoke the minds of an average Nigerian person, because things aren't really working just the way it is. But in that speech, I was able to go through a lot of comments. I see people making mockery of Pastor Tunde Bakare, especially those who call themselves APC loyalists, sycophants, just the way he has called them. So the dogs of Tinubu are coming out in defense of the president. They said Pastor Tunde Bakare has not been able to wake up from the shock of him not even scoring one vote at the last APC primaries during the presidential election, that he cannot really believe it. So he's still pained with that. That is why he's attacking the president. But however, guys, I want you to sit back and enjoy this video clip. Then afterwards, we're going to come back and let's just analyze this together.
At the center of this political banditry is the motor park brand of politics, nurtured by the old brigade politicians, and in recent times by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. President, it is through your influence that the Nigerian National Assembly has become a haven for legislative rascality. Mr. President, it's under your watch that the National Assembly has become an extension of the executive, grossly violating the principles of separation of powers and rubber stamping the whims and caprices of your office, all while singing the international anthem of sycophants on your mandate, which has stand. Mr. President, thanks to your political machinations, Nigeria is now bedeviled by a captured National Assembly, the most ineffective in its checks and balances role since the start of the Fourth Republic. In 2006, the Fourth National Assembly had the audacity to reject the tenure extension bid of a sitting president. In 2010, the Sixth National Assembly summoned the courage to stand against the power hijacking cabal and restore Nigeria to the path of constitutionality by invoking the doctrine of necessity. In 2011, the House of Representatives of the Seventh National Assembly had the courage to elect its leaders, as did the Senate of the Eighth National Assembly in 2015, defying executive interference. This National Assembly, the 10th, has by its unconstitutional endorsement of the president's abuse of powers proven to be the most spineless in our recent history. Through its actions and inactions, the National Assembly has in effect become the 48th member of the president's cabinet.
You all have listened to Pastor Tunde Bakare, but the truth, can anybody say in specific term that Pastor Tunde Bakare has said something wrong with regards to his nationwide State of the Nation address? To me, he has spoken the heart of Nigerians, as I did say from the very beginning. Nigerians are going through hell, and the president is behaving as if he's the head of bandits in Nigeria. And the National Assembly, just as addressed by Pastor Tunde Bakare, most members of the National Assembly do not understand the tenets of being members of the National Assembly. Some of them, they are just accidental House of Senate member or House of MEP members. They do not understand the tenets, what it means to be a member of the House of Assembly. I do not even think they've gone to retreat, seminars and symposium, training and retraining for them to understand what their honors is all about. Some of them do not know. They believe that as long as you are a member of a National Assembly, you are from APC, so your allegiance must be to APC and not to the people who have actually elected you to go and represent them there. So that is the error of the Nigerian system. And according to Pastor Tunde Bakare, he said something which is highly germane. He said that this president has been able to give our National Assembly license for rascality. That you can see where the chief of the National Assembly is being accused of sexual harassment and nothing is happening. He also made mention of Wike, so clueless and arrogant. I don't want to speak with that drunken master. The truth of the matter is, what Pastor Tunde Bakare has spoken about is just what is happening in the Nigerian state. All members, 98% of the members in the National Assembly, they are all sycophants. Both APC, PDP, Labour, AFGA, what have you. They are a bunch of nonsense to people. I say it without fear. I'm not afraid of any of those people in those houses. For me, I see most of them as charlatans, because they do not fight for their people, they fight for their stomach. So the time has come for us to perpetually tell them the truth. We are calling on other elder statesmen in this country to begin to speak truth to power. Tinubu doesn't know what he's doing anymore. He's a confused man. Let's help him to rule well. Whatever they are saying now is for him to sit tight and do the right thing. They are not just chastising him for the fun of doing that. They are doing that because they want him to improve and get things done just the way it should be done. That's just the truth. It's not hatred. But some idiotic APC member and some idiotic supporter of this president, we always want to take side without looking at the subject matter of the criticism. What Pastor Tunde Bakare has done is called constructive criticism in management. It's called constructive criticism in government. People should be able to do this. This is what the opposition members should be doing. What we have in the National Assembly now is the fusion of power between executive and the legislature. In modern government, we have what is called division of power. Every arm of the government is divided. The legislature, the executive, and judiciary, they are independent of their own. But in this administration, both the judiciary, the legislature, and the executive, there's a fusion of power. That is why Nigerians are suffering. That is why you cannot have justice when it comes to politics in this country as it stands. Because this president is head-bent on ruling Nigeria to eternity. But however, God passed them and God no go shame us.